While there's some rain in this week's forecast, much of the state is still in a drought. Now that drought has affected farmers. While this growing season is over, this could affect crops and their prices next year. News 8's Josh Scheinblum explains.
2015 has been a difficult year for farmers. The main reason for that has to do with the drought.
There are a lot of things to do, always something to do.
The sun sets on a dry day in Cheshire.
Yeah, I was going to put the basil away.
One like so many before it in 2015.
Okay.
According to the most recent report from the U.S. Drought Monitor, nearly 3.5 million people living in Connecticut are somewhere that's in a state of drought.
We had a very hot and long summer with not much rain.
But it's unlikely few have noticed its effects more than those who work in agriculture.
I don't think we've ever seen it, go week after week without any rain at all.
Eli Drazen is a farmer at Drazen Orchards in Cheshire. He's seen firsthand the impact a lack of water can have on a crop and knows what needs to be done to make it a success.
Everything is on irrigation here.
You can consider Eli one of the lucky ones. Not all farmers were as fortunate as he.
And when you farm every year, there's something that doesn't make. It's just part of it.
Back in September, we visited a farm in Bethany where the farmer there told us they had plans to bring in as much as 70% of the pumpkins they would sell at their store from outside farms. The crop just couldn't meet its full potential without the rain. But even those who irrigated admit there were costs.
On our overall budget, it might have added like 3%. So it was, it's a significant number.
And that has some consumers worried.
Is it a concern of yours at all that a drought might have an impact on fruit and vegetable prices?
Definitely.
The good news, at least at this farm, they tell us those costs weren't passed on to customers. And Drazen thinks even as the year comes to a close, prices will still remain steady for locally grown produce all over the state next year, no matter what Mother Nature ends up doing.
Our poor farmers out there, they're getting the same thing they get, no matter what, year after year. How much we get in fruit has not gone up, I'd say, in 20 years. Maybe it's gone down in price, if you can imagine that. So I know the vegetable growers are in the same boat.
If you're curious which type of fruit is the most challenging to grow when Connecticut is in a state of drought, farmers here tell us it's peaches. And if you haven't already had the chance to enjoy some of Connecticut's fruits and vegetables, time, it appears, is running out. You have, at least here at this store, until the 21st of this month. For now, we're in Cheshire. Josh Scheinblum, News 8.